I bring my game.
That's
right.
right. That's right. I don't have game. Right?
You got game.
Diane, you went to Houston, Texas, and you spent some time with Gabrielle Giffords and her husband, retired astronaut Mark Kelly. Can you please tell us how is she doing?
Well, I have to say, if you have time tonight to watch, I think she's going to make you rethink your life.
Oh, my goodness.
I think her radiant optimism and determination is something I don't know that I've ever seen in an interview I have ever done in my life.
Really?
And we talk, and you have to know a little bit about where she was to know how far she's come.
Now, what is her day-to-day life like? I know does she have therapy?
Not only is she in therapy, the therapists say to me she doesn't like to take a break for lunch, and she asks for homework at the end of the therapy session. And we have to remember, this was a bullet that went straight through her brain, the entire length of her brain. They had no idea how much had been taken out and whether she could will herself to regain what the bullet destroyed. And I think we have a little bit of the tape. He took hours of tape of her because he said she will recover. Her husband did. Talk about an optimism, crazy, brave optimist. Yes. She will recover, and she will ask me what she endured. And I know this is going to happen because she's so curious, so I'm going to tape it. And you see her with all the little victories and the setbacks, and at one point she doesn't have a word for anguish, and she says boo-hoo.
Wow.
Boo-hoo until she does.
In terms of language, she learned to talk again by reciting I Have a Dream?
Yes. It turns out it's called overlearned language. We all have this. You can't start the Pledge of Allegiance in the middle because you overlearned it rote.
Yes, that's true.
And so what you learn rote turns out to be in a different part of the brain, and it's there as a nugget, and you access it, and it's a reflex. And Bob Woodruff, who was at ABC News and had brain, he would come back and say, Bob Woodruff, ABC News, Bob Woodruff, ABC News, because that's what he learned by rote out in the field. And she had a lot of that as well. And she could do music, which is similar. And here I'm just going to show a little Tom Pettit, because she sings rock songs, but she's in the hospital. Prepare yourself a little bit here. She's in the hospital. It's still very early. And they sing Free Fallin' to her.
She can sing on key.
She sings on, and she works her way through to Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Oh, that's great.
She does.
Diane, you know, I know how important positivity is for recovery. And some people, depending on the therapy,